Hello, everybody. Welcome to the call. Go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from. Love to say hello and greet you today. Welcome, welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Welcome. Who is that?
It's Carmen.
Hey, Carmen.
doing,
We don't
sir?
see your video. How you doing?
Good, good, good.
Awesome. Good to have you on.
Thank you, sir.
All right, welcome, guys. Go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from. Love to say hello and welcome you onto the call.
Pam Ferguson, Dallas, Texas, baby.
D-Town in the house.
Juarez and Vivian White, Rochelle in Texas.
Hey, Rochelle in the house.
Pam Ferguson, Texas.
Who is that?
Pam Ferguson.
Hey, Pam. Welcome to the call. Good to have you on.
Thank you.
Valley Ford, Birmingham.
Birmingham. Welcome, Valley. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good to have you on.
Thank you.
Welcome, 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 everybody. Hey, hey, hey. All righty, welcome. Who else do we have out there?
Okay.
Who's that?
Peter from New Jersey. How are you?
Hey, I'm excellent. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Awesome. Glad to have you on. Who else do we have out there? Welcome to the call. If you haven't done so, a couple of things I'll recommend. Grab your calendars, your 8x11 calendars. Another thing that I would suggest is for you to grab obviously notepad and pen to be able to take some notes. This is our Monday Mastermind session. It's a lot different from normal trainings where you're just getting information and taking notes. This is more of what we call a power hour. So it's a working training. So you're going to be able to implement strategies right away to move your business along in terms of enrolling new customers, of course, and enrolling new distributors. And so also be prepared to ask whatever questions you have in the chat. Those of you that want to ask questions, you can use the chat to ask any questions that you have so we can make sure that we're answering specific questions that you have as it relates to your business, because obviously there are things that take place each and every single day in all of our businesses, and you can get specifics in terms of how to move your business along. So anyway, taking another round of introductions here for another 2 to 3 minutes before we get started. Welcome to the training. Welcome to the Monday Mastermind training. Glad to have you guys on. Go ahead and state your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, you have your wife calling from the living room.
Hey, wife. How are you from the living room? Who else do we have out there?
Everybody's muted.
Oh, they are? Okay, let me unmute everybody then.
Jessica from Texas.
Okay, there we go. Welcome. All right, sorry about that. I didn't know we were all muted. Okay, got you unmuted. Go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from. Again, grab your calendars, grab your charts, notepad, pen. This is going to be a working training. Welcome to Monday Mastermind. Good to have you guys on. Glad to see all of your gorgeous and beautiful faces. Go ahead and state your name, where you're calling from. Love to hear from you.
Linda from Dallas.
Hey, Linda, how are you?
Great, how are you?
I am excellent as always. Good to have you on. I hear say you're right there on the cusp of knocking out Emerald rather. You just knocked out Ruby, but congratulations in advance. I've been getting updates on what's going on.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Absolutely. Go ahead, state your name, where you're calling from, guys.
Captain Dallas.
Marguerite from Philadelphia.
Philly is in the house. Welcome, Philadelphia. Who else do we have out there? I heard somebody from Dallas.
Stanley, Captain Dallas.
Stanley. Hey, sir, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Good to have you on.
Thank you.
Avis Carrier from Beaumont, Texas.
All righty, welcome. Beaumont, Big Money, Texas is in the house.
Lorena from Houston, Texas.
Hey, Houston, Texas.
Perry Beasley, Houston, Texas.
Good to have you on.
Good evening. Shine is on the line from Albany, New York.
On the line from Albany, New York. Welcome, Albany, New York. Who else do we have?
Tamara Henley from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, Charlotte, how are you? Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, good to have you on. I see we've got Nina Mora is in the house. See a couple other folks here. Perry Beasley, Tracy Fisher. Welcome, guys. Who else do we have? All righty, guys. We're sending out these last messages. Good to have you guys on. Be sure to send out a message to your teams about the call going on. Glad to have you guys on. If you haven't stated your name and where you're calling from, please do that. A couple of things that I want to make mention of really quickly here.
Allen, Baytown, Texas.
Hey, Baytown, welcome. Make sure you grab your,
Colorado.
Who was that? I'm sorry.
Mytika Robles, Denver, Colorado.
Hey, Denver, Colorado, welcome. Good to have you on. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Who is that? I missed it. Okay. A couple of things. You want to grab your calendars. Calendars, very important to have your calendars, number one. Number two, I would definitely have your chart. Whatever objective goal you have for the month, I would have that chart out as well. Your notepad and pen, make sure you have that too. We're going to go ahead and mute everybody, and you can unmute yourself if you need to say anything. I've got the chats open as well, so any questions, you can definitely put them in the chat. All right, so guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for being on. Congratulations for being here tonight. Definitely excited about all that has taken place in the It Works family and in the world today. I'll go ahead and make a couple of quick announcements that I want to bring to your attention. Those of you that, you know, obviously you were with us last month in the month of, one second here, guys. Let's move this gallery screen. Okay, good deal. All right, cool. In the month of March. March was a phenomenal month. That was our best month as an organization, I believe, since I had the numbers here that we looked at. I was talking with Mr. Mark Pentecost about this the other day. March was our largest month in sales since May 2019. And so it was a record-setting month for each and every one of you. So congratulations, brand new Rubies. I think we had close to 20 new promotions just in the month of March. And I told you it was going to be March Gladness. I know we had our last mastermind call on that Monday of closeout in March. I think that was on the 30th. And so we had a big closeout day on the 31st. And it was just phenomenal. So congratulations to each of you that was promoted in the month of March. The banners are all throughout social media. Congratulations to all of you that shared those banners on your social media platforms. Many of us, you know, we've been talking about getting louder on social media. Write this down. Visibility is as equally as important as credibility. Write it down, please. Visibility. People don't, if we don't know what you're doing, we don't know who to join, okay? A lot of us right now, I'm telling you, in the state of where we are as a country, as a world, people are looking at our cell phones, as you know, about 200 times a day. And so one of the things that I would say and recommend for you to do is making sure that every single day you're putting out content, whether you're, it doesn't even have to be your personal content. You could be sharing or doing watch parties of, some of the presentations going on. Obviously corporate has the calls going on each and every single day. I know Mrs. Nina Moore and that phenomenal team, they're doing opportunity calls. And obviously, just as a larger team, we have opportunity calls. I would be sharing that information. I will be filling out your stories. We're going to talk about some of those strategies specifically tonight. Again, the purpose of our Mastermind Mondays, let me just kind of set the tone for the purpose of this platform. It's not just to motivate you. When you come to this platform, you will be motivated. You will be inspired. But most importantly, we want to take you from enrollment to engagement. Please write that down. From enrollment to engagement, you and your team. So from enrollment means you just got started. Okay, what do I do next? Or somebody on your team, they just got started. What do I do next? Getting those 6 loyal customers, right? How do we go about doing that? Do I call people? Do I text people? What's the best approach? Do I leverage my social media platform? Because all things do not work for all people in terms of strategy. And so we will talk specifically a lot on these mastermind sessions about strategy, techniques, and practicalities to help you start earning some income and touching lives all around the world through this vehicle of It Works Global. So just want to set the precedence for the purpose of our mastermind sessions. These are sessions that are put in place to make sure that you're getting to Ruby, you're getting to Emerald, how to chart. I was having a conversation with Diamond Conrad Brown. This was yesterday. And we were talking about him being structured properly for double diamond for the month of April, because this is I call it April showers. Some of you are going to get showered with some volume, okay? But anyway, we'll talk about that in a moment here. But you cannot, and I gave him an analogy of charting because he's an attorney. I said, you don't prepare for a case, or you don't show up to trial without first being prepared. You don't just show up to, in front of a jury or in front of a judge and not have things mapped out, don't have your case built. And likewise, in our business, the purpose of charting is to build your case. Write this down. Preparation is the highest proof of faith. Preparation is the highest proof for faith. So when I'm charting, when I've got my things written down, and Mrs. Nina Mora, top 150 presidential diamond, she's going to talk about some of that. So get ready in the chat to ask questions specifically as it relates to charting. Those types of things we're going to talk about. Even in the back office, having reports. I found somehow or another, not even somehow or another, I was talking with one of the ambassadors, this was day before yesterday, and he was sharing with us how they're looking at their daily activity or their daily growth in terms of new distributors enrolling and new loyal customers rolling. And I went and pulled the report, and right now as an organization, we're enrolling almost 30 people a day right now in the month of April, almost 30 people a day. And so the training and some of the conversation we're going to have tonight is how to go from 30 people a day to, ladies and gentlemen, 100 people a day. That means for those of you that are having a person a day join your organization, we're going to show you how to go from one person to 5 people a day, because you've already proven you know how. It's just about some little minor adjustments or tweaks, or even adding fuel to the fire to make that happen. And so I want to bring on Mrs. Nina Moore here in a second. I do have, obviously, Tracy Fisher, Tracy and Kay Fisher, triple diamonds on here. We've got several of the double diamonds as well, and many of the diamonds that are on here. I know Mrs. Jennifer Nivens is on here, brand new diamond. Congratulations in the month of March. I want all of us to be sharing a lot of these things as we go through this process. First topic I want to talk about is the onboarding process, Nina. I'm going to swing it over to you and bring you on, Nina. Talk about that brand new distributor that's getting started. Like I said, almost 30 people a day joining. And we can't work with everybody. It's impossible. It's just, you just can't, I was talking with a friend of mine the other day, and they were so fun. Oh, I can't get my upline. I can't do this. And one of the things I pride our organization on is we are accessible. You can reach us. You can call us. You can text us. You can inbox us, okay? And we respond. And so you'll never find yourself without the support, without the help, but you have to be a person that is seeking out the information. But Nina, I want to swing this over to you real quick. I want you to talk about this onboarding process. Jared just joins. I've never been involved in a home-based business profession before. I've stopped using the word network marketing because it kind of reps people a certain type of way. I use it every now and again, but I've replaced it with home-based business. So you guys, if that'll serve you, be sure to use it. I'm in the home-based business profession or whatever it is. But Nina, talk about that, please, the onboarding process, about lifelines. When you get a Jared Wilkins, somebody who's never done this before, maybe I have some influence, what steps are you taking me through? And guys, light up the chat here with questions or whatever it is that you have that you want to add on to that. So Nina Moore, it's all on you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. All right, so I gotta not say it's a Jared Wilkins because my brain won't let me conceive that a Jared Wilson joined and he don't know what to do, right? So let me call it Bobby Brown, right? Bobby Brown, and I want to first, all the kudos to all the leaders. Thank you, Mr. Wilkins, for hosting this call. I want to really get right down to it. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. So, to the members, saints, and friends, we honor you that are on the call tonight. Please don't think I'm being disrespectful by not calling out all the names or anything. I really want to help people learn tonight. So, Mr. Bobby Brown has just joined me, and the first thing I need to know from Mr. Bobby Brown is, what do you want, Mr. Bobby Brown? See, because you need to ask Mr. Bobby Brown some questions, because there's a conversation that you'll be able to have with Mr. Bobby Brown when Mr. Bobby Brown doesn't write his list, when Mr. Bobby Brown doesn't show up on training calls, when Mr. Bobby Brown doesn't launch his business, when Mr. Bobby Brown does all of those things. You need to find out, what is it that Bobby Brown wants? Because guess what? What I want and what Bobby Brown wants are generally two different things. Bobby Brown, who's brand new to network marketing, will probably say something to you like, well, I would like to earn $30,000 a month. And what I will say to Bobby Brown, and Mr. Wilkins will attest to this, is I will ask him, well, have you ever earned $30,000 a month before? Because if you, Bobby Brown, have never earned $30,000 a month before, then you don't even know what kind of work it takes, or the work ethic it takes, to earn $30,000. And what I know is that the first thing that I've got to overcome with Bobby Brown is his mindset, right? I've got to make sure that he's prepared for the no's. So we've got to set realistic expectations. Set realistic expectations with your new distributor, or they will quit on you. They will quit. They're not quitting on you. They will quit on themselves. Especially when you have not written down or had a conversation with them about what it is that they desire. So if they say, well, I need to earn an additional $1,000 a month, then I want to know, well, Bobby Brown, how much time are we looking at investing into your business to earn this? Well, I don't have a lot of time. Okay, well, you want to earn an additional $1,000 a month? That is between emerald and diamond and rank. This is what it requires. So the one thing you also need to know is, what ranks pay out what income. So we know that an executive is somewhere around now here, let me preface all of this too. If you're not the one enrolling all of the distributors in your charting, then guess what? If it says that a Ruby is close to $500 a month, you will not earn $500 a month, because they're not your personally sponsored. But you can't get mad, because if you didn't sponsor them and somebody's assisting you with helping you to build it, and those people are there and you're still earning income, that's still a win-win. Wouldn't you say? Yes or yes? We will agree with that. That's a win, right? So, but if you're looking at that chart and you're saying, well, I'm hitting Ruby and I'm not making $500 a month, you need to check, did you sponsor all three of the people that are there? So if you didn't personally sponsor them, your check will not reflect what that chart says. All right. Now we know that executive is a lower range income. You're pretty much executive. It's going to cover your auto ship, put some gas in your car, buy you a Snickers bar, right? When you go Ruby, you're closer to $500 a month. So when someone says, I want to earn an additional $500 a month, you know that they need to be a solid Ruby, meaning that they're actually duplicating the steps, that they enroll their three enroll their three, and that everybody's getting their 6 loyal customers. That's what has to happen to see these numbers play out correctly. We know Emerald is close to $1,000 a month. So if someone says, I want to earn $1,000 a month, you need to be Emerald with an Emerald structure that belongs to you. That means you personally enrolled them, because now you're counting the fast start bonuses. Now you're counting the additional $50. Now you got to count all of those things. You got to count the fact that they're earning $150 in free product, right? That they can flip. I know that's a street term, right? Diamond is closer to $2,000. So know what the person wants and ask them, how much time are you willing to spend on this? Now, why do you need this income? And they'll say, well, you know what? I'm really struggling to pay my car note. I'm really struggling to pay my rent or my mortgage, or, I have no money in my savings. So when Bobby Brown doesn't show up, what you can do is, when you're reaching out to Bobby Brown, you ask him, hey, Bobby Brown, I'm checking on you. because Bobby Brown has now gone into the witness protection program. Hey, Bobby Brown, you know, in the beginning, you said that you were struggling to pay your car note and your rent. Are you still struggling to pay your car note and your rent, or you must be okay, because I know that you told me you were willing to invest 10 hours a week in building your It Works business. I haven't seen you on trainings. I haven't seen you, you know, has the time that you're willing to invest in building your business, has that shifted? Has that shifted for you? See, when you bring people, and Perry Beasley's smiling because he knows I'm telling the truth, right? When you bring people back to what they said they want, things begin to change. Now, when Bobby Brown gets serious, now I'm going to say, now, Bobby Brown, the first thing we need to do is I need you to give me the names of 10 people who know, love, like, and trust you. And the reason why is because it's important that we get some movement going in this organization. Write this down: money, likes, speed. I need Bobby Brown to get his 6 loyal customers, not just for me to get a fast start. See, take that away from your thinking. It's not about me, the sponsor, getting the fast start. It's not about me getting the cab bonus, although I want my cab bonus now, all right? It is about the fact that we need to create a story for Bobby Brown, because facts tell, but stories sell. So I can't have Bobby Brown go posting, oh, I joined It Works, and nobody cares about that. But when you say, oh my God, I started a new business, and within 24 hours, I just earned $150 in free products. That's a story, because what that does is it sounds fun. Now that's going to attract the people who like to have fun and who like free. Hello. See, it's triggering some things, because network marketing is 2 things. It's psychological and it's numerical. So now when Bobby Brown tells me this list of the 10 people who know, love, like, and trust him, this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to share this on the screen. Bobby Brown is now going to I'm going to give Bobby Brown this loyal customer script. And Mr. Bobby Brown is going to get on the phone with someone out of the 10 people that know, love, like, and trust him. And he's going to read this loyal customer script that I'll make sure Mr. Wilkins has a copy of. I know most people have a copy of this, but we'll read through this loyal customer script with you really, really quickly. Hello, how are you? Or how have you been? Is this a good time to talk? Why is that line important? Because if I call him Mr. Wilkins, let me tell you something, and Mr. Wilkins is busy, and you're trying to talk to Mr. Wilkins, or anybody else for that matter, about something that you want and have a desire, you want their help, they don't even hear you. So always pause and say, is this a good time to talk? Hey, I've just launched a new project. Don't worry, I am not asking you to join with me, but I do need your help. I need product testers, because I need the testimonies. And my mentor has challenged me to get 6 product testers in 48 hours. The word need triggers the thing in people that they're willing to help you, especially because you didn't ask them to borrow no money. And you didn't ask them to join. So when you said, I'm not asking you to join, you took down their defense. So many people on my team are losing weight, they're feeling better, and they're having so much more energy. I need you to become my customer or product tester, whatever you want to call it, and try at least 1 product for 90 days. Now, this script was written at a time when we did not have the pick 2, which is a phenomenal deal. It is a phenomenal deal. That means a person is getting a product for life for free if they join right now. See, I don't think, Mr. Wilkins, they understand the power of that promo. You're getting a product for life for free. So let me break it to you down. I'm going to break it down even better. The Dr. Nassif eyelash serum that I know men are laughing like, do women really care about that? Yeah, they do. They can't get their lashes done right now, right? Now, that normally retails for $105. I want you all to know that's not expensive, because I paid $150 from another network marketing company for their eyelash serum several years ago. Let me say it again, several years ago. So $105 is our retail price. The Nassif's eyelash serum wholesale for us is $63. The customer's getting 2 for $49. Even if they chose to take their second one and sell it to their sister or sell it to their cousin, I want you to know how big of a deal the customer is getting, which is why we have to, right, and that company still charges $150 for their lash serum. Yes, they do. So ours is $105. It works. It is accredited. It has a name attached to it. Dr. Nassib from Botch. You're selling his name. That is why the company went and got Dr. Nassib to put his name on it. Go ahead and put your name on it, right? So his name is on the product. So now you want to understand that we need to be telling more people. My daily goal right now is to not go to sleep until I put at least 2 loyal customers in the system a day. A day, a day. That's my goal, my personal goal, not my team goal. That's what Nina Moore is holding herself accountable to. Now, sometimes one of them is a business partner because they don't be listening to me, right? But those are good problems to have, right? So the first thing you want to do now is after you're getting them to go ahead and call. Do not text. Please write that down. They are going to call the 10 people that are on their know, love, like, and trust list. That is the first thing we want to do because we want to knock those 6 LCs out immediately. Take a picture of this with your phone, but we will make sure that you get a copy of this script. All right. Thank you, Mr. Fisher, for adding the border to it because I just typed it up and that was it. All right. So now after you getting their 6 customers, the next goal, because remember, Bobby Brown wants to do what? Earn $1,000. What do we got to do? We have to get Bobby Brown to Emerald. But we got to get him structured for what rank first? Ruby. So now I'm going to have a conversation with Mr. Bobby Brown, and we're talking about this chart right here, Ruby. And what we're doing now is I'm giving Bobby Brown the brain trigger matrix. Oh, hair, skin, and nails too. It doesn't matter what product. I was just pulling that out to talk about it. It could be any of the pick 2. All right. So Bobby Brown needs to now write his list using the brain trigger matrix or a memory jogger. I like the brain trigger matrix a little bit better. It gives to me a little bit more qualified leads than just a memory jogger. Where do you get that from? You Google it because everything is Googleable, right? We've all got a master's degree in Google research. If you wanted some pizza delivered to your house right now, you'd be on Google trying to find where to get pizza from. Well, you can go to Google and Google a brain trigger matrix. We are in business for ourselves. We're not by ourselves, but we do have to start thinking through our business. And every day you probably should write that down. I need to think through my business. All right. Right. Thanks, Portia, because I want to keep talking. So now my goal is to get Bobby Brown to the rank of Ruby. We're going to launch a call. We're going to do a launch call after I help Bobby Brown sort through that. Mr. Wilkins, let me know when I got to stop talking. When I help Bobby Brown sort through that list, what does that mean? I need Bobby Brown to use the WHIP formula, the WHIP, WHIP formula on that list of at least 100 people. And Bobby Brown is going to tell me, well, I don't think I know 100 people. And I'm going to say, I bet you that you do, because I'm going to give him a brain trigger matrix because he's new. Give him a brain trigger matrix and or a memory jogger, and then he's going to write his list. After the list is written, we are sorting through the list to now listen, if you do what's easy in the beginning of your business will be hard. If you do what's hard in the beginning of your business will be easy. So if you call Ray Ray and Pookie and them, and you think that Ray Ray and Pookie and them are going to be your runners to Emerald or Diamond, that's probably not going to be the case because Ray Ray and Pookie and them don't even have a debit card and they living in grandma's basement. So you don't want to call Ray Ray and Pookie and them. But guess what? Ray Ray and Pookie and them have a place on your list because Ray Ray and Pookie and them can give you $20 for your samples. All right? Ray Ray and Pookie and them do go on your list, but they don't go at the top. So here's how we sort through that list of 100 people or more. We use the WHIP formula. W, work ethic. Who has a good work ethic? Out of the people on my, see, I'm going to tell y'all, Mr. Wilkins called me because he knows Nina Moore had a good work ethic. He knew that Nina Moore, he know my work ethic was as crazy as it is. He knew I was crazy, but not as crazy as I am, right? He knew that I was hungry because he had watched me do some things before. Hungry. H is hungry, that I'm hungry. That the I is personal, is influence and integrity. I'm sorry, I is integrity because the P is personal influence. I is integrity, the P is personal influence. Mr. Wilkins knew that if I invited him to come to Ardmore, Pennsylvania, that he wasn't gonna come and 2 people were gonna be here, and one of them was Ray Ray and the other one was Pookie, and 3, my mama. He knew that if I said, if you get on a plane and you come to Ardmore, Pennsylvania, it will be worth your while. Because he knew that first of all, that I know better than to bring a leader all the way to Ardmore, PA and not pack a house. Because I'm picking up the phone to call people because I value his time. I value, because one time he and Portia came, the other time he had to leave his wife behind. So you got to understand, you have to make sure that the people, listen, you're inviting people to be the board of directors in your business. Ray Ray and Pookie and them ain't got no business being at the top of that list. I'm sorry, I sound like I'm fussing. I am. So now you're sorting through the list. The people that have work ethic, they're hungry, they have integrity. What does integrity mean? That means if they say they're gonna be somewhere, they're there. If they say they're gonna host a call, they're there. If they gotta come dragging one leg, they are there. And if they can't be there, they're letting you know that something happened. They're letting you know what, I can't jump on tonight at 8 o'clock. Something came up. Is there another time? Can we reschedule? That's what integrity is. And then personal influence. Who coming? Because you said so. Because you picked up the phone and you said so. Stop texting people and then wasting other people's time. Personal influence. Those are the people that go to the top of your list, and those are the people that we're going to call and invite to your first of many launch calls. Because I have not sponsored you until you are structured for Ruby and you put your 6 loyal customers in. Here's the deal. There are so many people that are wondering why they're waiting for us to show up. They're waiting for the teacher to show up. The teacher can't show up if the student hasn't appeared. So when you have not watched the Getting Started videos, gotten on the trainings, written your list, you don't need me to put 6 customers in. We give you a list, a whole loyal script. You don't need me for that. You only need me once you've shown me you got a list of 100 people and we're ready to launch. And that needs to happen in your first 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours, because money likes speed. Now, Mr. Bobby Brown and I, we got the launch. So I'm going to show him how to invite. Mr. Bobby Brown, you're going to call your people and you're going to edify the presenter, which is me. Not because I require edification, because honestly, call me the janitor, cut me the check. Call me the janitor, cut me the check. See, here's the deal. We were having a conversation today, Mr. Wilkins, about the fact that Joel and Stephanie Dunn, they're the #1 earners of the company. Now, Marwa Ali is the first double ambassador. And I said, which one would you rather have? Honestly, I don't really care which one, because both of them for me gonna pay out pretty well. But Joel and Stephanie Dunn are the #1 earners. They've even told Mr. Pentecost, if you have to not announce us as the #1 earners, we don't even care. If it's gonna be what's best for the company, we don't even care. You don't even have to say we're the #1 earners anymore. But their margin of being ahead of everybody is so far that it's gonna take some time for someone to catch them in being the #1 earner. But they're not double ambassadors. But they are the #1 earners of the company. They're earning 6 figures a month or more, because they're going for 500,000. They told their goal right now is 500,000 a month. So they're earning up a lot of money. Everybody say a whole lot of money. All right. So now Bobby Brown has joined. He's got his 6 customers in place. He's run to Ruby. Guess what? Now what it's time to do is rinse and repeat. Do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because what's going to happen is if you start taprooting down through Bobby Brown's organization, because Bobby Brown is earning $1,000 a month, he good. He almost a diamond. He don't really want more than that. But what happens is the more a person earns, the more a person begins to want. And now what you can do is now you can go find someone in Bobby Brown's organization that wants to run, and you see somebody that's got a pulse. They got a pulse somewhere in his organization. Go down there and call and say, hey, how you doing? I am one of your senior business partners. I see that you're, a part of my lineage, of my success lineage. Is there something that I can do? What are your desires? Now you take that person through those same steps that you took Bobby Brown through. Because guess what? We get paid 6 levels deep. Here's the deal. What if you're on level 25, forcing volume up? Do you understand that it all compresses, that for all those people in the middle that have stopped working, that it all compresses, even though you can't see the physical compression in the E-suite, you will earn the income. All right, so when you're charting, here you go. When you want to go chart Bobby Brown to Ruby, right? To Ruby, and I can put up the, let me see, I'll put up the presentation with the charting on there real quickly. Let me put this up so you can see a chart. This is probably the old chart on. Is this the old chart? All right, steps to, yeah, because that's the 4 steps to success. Ruby. Here we go. We're going Ruby. Can y'all see that, Mr. Wilkins? I can't hear you or see you or nothing. It's just taking up the whole screen.
I can't. Okay, let me see.
Can y'all see that?
No, not yet. Did you click share screen or whatnot?
Yeah, hold on. Let me do it again. Let me get it up again. Hold on a second.
Tracy, get ready. I'm bringing you on to talk about a couple of things here too.
All right, hold on. It will not pull up on here. Hold on.
There it is.
You can see it now?
Yeah, we see your screen share now. Yeah.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
All right, when we go to this chart here, right?
Oh, this is good.
All right, and you're looking at this Ruby chart or whatever chart it is. If this was diamond, what I want you to know is when you're trying to figure out, well, where is this volume coming from? How do I find this volume? I want you to write this down. When you're in your E-suite and you go to reports, you're going to go to reports. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to volume by distributor. So let's just say, and here, I'll show you guys, I've printed these out for myself here at home, these really, really big ones, because I'm OCD like that. Like I need to be able to see my stuff, like when I'm running, right? So these I can wipe off with like alcohol. We sparingly use alcohol, so like Windex, but I got these covered with plastic at Staples. But what you do now is you're writing the names of the people down. You're writing the volume that you need at the top. So we know for Ruby, it's 2,000 volume, right? We know that everyone needs to run an 80 volume auto ship. You can go through and see what each auto ship is set at. You're going to write that volume down so that you can deduct your volume and the volume of the auto ships from the 3 legs of business that are going to be here. You can check that out. How? Because it says downline auto shipments, right? It says it in your reports so that you can track the downline auto shipments. Now, you know you need 2,000 in volume for this organization, which is why I like to look at each box as 500, not 400, because if you have 500 in volume, if your spouse's account has 500 in volume, if that social light has 500 in volume, if that best friend has 500 in volume, you are a Ruby. You're an automatic Ruby. How does that happen? Because everyone goes and gets their 7 loyal customers at 60 volume. That's how that happens. And if every one of these people in these legs and you go and get 7 customers with 60 volume, boom, you'll have what you need to go Ruby. All right, now listen, the way you find this volume and you track this volume is through your volume by distributor or volume by leg. And you want to write it, and the closer you get to the end of the month, you best be keeping track of those volumes because you don't want to miss if orders are not going through. You want to be able to call those people. So here's the deal. Oftentimes, we put people in the system, customers in the system, and you don't ever talk to them again. You don't ever talk to them again. And when they don't run their orders, you don't know that that person could have gotten a new card. They might love the products and they just got a new card. So you want to make sure you're going through to check whose orders are not running. How do you know that? Because I check every day, all day, downline orders. That's how I'm checking who's putting customers in, who can I celebrate, who's putting business partners in, who's selling a sample. You can see all of that in your downline orders. All right, now, if you are running for Diamond this month, you need to already be structured for Ruby by now, right? Come on, you guys, we got to get there. Like, you got to get there. And we need to have most of that volume getting done right now. You need to be at least halfway or more than halfway to Ruby right now. So if we're putting out challenges like, hey, go live, go live. There's a reason why we're saying that. Go live. And every time we suggest somebody goes live, they'll text me and say, Nina, I got a loyal customer from your from going live. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing that might happen, huh? Did you got a loyal customer from doing what I know works? So here's the deal. When you're saying, well, I don't know, I'm not having success. I'm not, it's here. It is here. It's here. It is here. Because these customers, if you have people, you should have people to follow up with, because you've been talking to people all day, all week long, rather, not all day, but all week long, all month long. So right now in the month of April, I am going back to my no's from January and February. In the month of April, I'm going and backtracking back to my no's, and I'm going back to the people who may not have had the money. Listen, people are getting their income taxes back right now, you guys. You need to be calling people or sending them a message about the pick two. They will order. That is why. Now, here's another thing, and I'm gonna shut up until they bring me back. All right. Here's the thing that I would do if I were you. I'm gonna suggest this. Maybe you've got somebody that's in a dead leg that's not doing anything. We all have them. All right. Here's what I did. I called those people. And I said, I noticed that you just really hadn't done anything with I asked them how they were doing, had a conversation with them. And I said, hey, I understand that you may love the products, but you're in a dead leg. You really hadn't done anything to really grow your business. Why don't we cancel your DT account and just let's re-enroll you as a loyal customer? Now, here's the deal. They love the products. Now they're going to get an even better deal on them because they can come in as a loyal customer. But here's what's more important. I can move the volume from a dead place to a live place. So I am suggesting that you start going through to see who has some pulse there that never wanted to really build the business. We made a good customer a bad rep, right? Go through your organization, see who might be there that's dead, and go and ask them, would you rather cancel your DT account so that you can just be a loyal customer? All right, I'm gonna throw it back to you, Mr. Wilkins.
There are a lot of great things we're talking about here. I was taking notes and responding to chats. Guys, if you got questions in the chat or questions, put them in the chat. Would love to answer questions on what Nina just covered, because there was a lot of information she covered, and it was so succinct in terms of what to do and really how to go about doing it. I know Jennifer Nivens, Diamond in the company, she's answering a lot of those questions as well in the chat. Somebody asked earlier about in terms of structuring, because I know a lot of times mentally it's easier to enroll customers for some of us than it is to acquire or sponsor a distributor. And that's okay. That's life. Think about it. How many millions of people go to Starbucks every single day and they are not thinking about owning a Starbucks? Okay. It's only a few of us that are looking to own a Starbucks. It's only a few of us that are looking to own a Chick-fil-A or own a business, but that's okay. You're gonna earn hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars inside of It Works because of people that become customers. So I love what you're talking about and teaching, Nina, about those 2 loyal customers. One of the things you talked about was enrolling 2 new loyal customers a day. That is such a phenomenal goal. And if you put your mindset to that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, your business has no choice but to explode. Customers is the key, because think about it this way. Let's say, for example, you enrolled me as a distributor. Okay, you're a distributor, you enrolled me as a distributor. Let's say in the month of April, I go and personally enroll 6 distributors. Okay, 6 people that join at $99. Guess how much you made? $0. You follow me? But if I went out, you personally enrolled me, and I went out, I enrolled 6 loyal customers. Guess what you earned? $150. So do you want to be earning money? If you want to start earning some money, I promise you, it took me a while to shift my mentality from just personally sponsoring people to enrolling customers, putting marketing out there, having conversations out there every single day about exposing the business to acquire customers. So one of the things I want to shift gears, and I want to bring on Tracy Fisher on this, triple diamond, 6-figure earner in the company as well. But Tracy, I want you to talk about 3-way calling and lifelines. You know, so many times people get involved in a company and they're like, well, I'm not a Nina Moore. Okay, I'm not a top earner. I don't have the confidence or the know-how to take a new person through the steps to success. You know, I don't know what to say, and your confidence may not be there. And guess what? That's normal, okay? But the purpose of a lifeline in a 3-way call is for you to have an expert do the work for you. So it's almost like having somebody else go to the gym, do the working out, but you get the muscles and you get the results. So Tracy Fisher, I want to bring you online. Talk about, you know, what you're doing, what you and your team are doing, the importance and the significance of lifelines, as well as 3-way calls. Go ahead, partner, take it away.
Hey, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, and we can see you. Get out the way. Let Kay talk. Not playing. Go ahead.
Hey guys, listen. I'm first of all, I'm fired up. I'm absolutely fired up. You just heard from one of the best to ever do it. When you hear from Mr. Jared Wilkins and when you hear from Miss Nina Moore, we're talking about a 6-figure earner, guys. In her first 4 or 5 months in the business, she was already a 6-figure earner. And but more importantly, she had other people that she's helped develop into the company as well. And so just to kind of share with our brand new person, our brand new partners, welcome to the family, welcome to the team. I want you to also understand that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Make this a part of your schedule. Make what you're doing tonight, make this a part of your weekly schedule. Every Monday we're on live. Every Monday we're on there teaching you how to do what you should be doing. Okay, so you're not gonna blame us, right? You're not gonna blame Mr. Wilkins. You're not gonna blame Miss Nina Moore if you don't win, because we're gonna give it to you. Okay, so now let's just say I like to call this when I'm sponsoring someone into the business, and if I'm brand new, you gotta look at 3-way calling is you, your prospect, and your senior partner. So it's you, your prospect, and your senior partner. Now, what we've done is we put a system in place to where it's like a sifter. And so if you allow the system to do your lifting for you, that way you don't have to try to convince people if this is something that's for them. Once you pique someone's interest, and if you can get that person to take a look at a 6-minute video presentation, the video presentation is going to do your lifting for you. So you don't have to be the one to try to explain or try to convince this to someone. So what happens is I take someone and have them say, listen, if I sent you a video, would you take a look at it today? So I want you to write this down. If I would you. If I would you. So if I sent you the video today, would you watch it today? Right? So then I want you to write down in your notes, visioncarrier.com. That is our online 24/7 on-demand website presentation done by our very own Miss Portia Wilkins. So visioncarrier.com, they go to the website, they're going to see what we're all about, what we do, right? Now, at that point, here's what's the most important part. The fortune is in your follow-up. Let me say that again. The fortune is going to be in your follow-up. Don't wait on that person to call you back. You schedule a time where you can follow up with them. Okay, so if you send them the link at 2 o'clock, is it okay if I call you back at 3 o'clock? Okay, great. Now, once you call them back at 3, here's what you're going to say, partners. Here's what you're going to say to them. What did you like most about the video? Don't ask them what do they think. Remember, if you ask them what they think, they're going to tell you the good and the bad. But if you say, what did you like most about the video? Now you're only extracting the good that they liked about the video. Now, would you like to get more information? Great. If they say, yes, I want to get more information, this is the most important part. Listen up, partners. You now have a 3-way phone call between you, the prospect, and your senior business partner. So let's just say you're working with, I don't know, let's say Mr. Perry Beasley. So the way that you would edify and build up Mr. Beasley's credibility, this is going to be the magic in doing a three-way phone call. So you're going to say something like this. So let's say I'm putting, I don't know, let's say I'm putting Miss Nina Moore on the phone with Mr. Beasley. Well, here's what I'm going to do, guys. This is very important. I'm going to locate and contact Mr. Beasley and ask him, is he available for a quick three-way phone call? He's going to say, yes, I'm available, or whatever time he's available. What you do is you always say, Nina, this is Mr. Beasley. When I'm introducing them on a three-way call, I never say, Mrs. Moore, this is Mr. Beasley. I always want to edify, which is build up his credibility. So here's what I'm going to say. Hey, Nina, listen, I want to put you on the phone with my senior partner, someone that I'm in business with. I have so much respect for him. He's a business person. He's actually helping me build, but he has 100% of the information. So I'm pretty sure you're going to have questions. But listen, I don't want to be the one. I need you to hear this the way that I heard it. So I want to put you on the phone with someone that's working very, very closely with me. He's reached one of the highest levels in the company, and he's making very good money, okay? So let me see if I can connect you guys via three-way, and I want him to make sure that he gets your questions answered. So I'm building his credibility up. Once I connect on the three-way phone call, guys, I'm going to do this. Nina, this is Mr. Beasley. Mr. Beasley, this is Nina Moore. Now, at that time, watch this. Mr. Beasley is going to take over the conversation and make sure that she get her questions answered at that point, okay? Now, why is that important, ladies and gentlemen? You sit back and just take notes. Don't ever try to interrupt when Mr. Beasley is talking on your behalf. Don't ever interrupt your senior business partner. Now, you just devalue their credibility. Anytime you come in, you devalue that credibility, okay? That's important. That is a three-way call. Now, once a brand new business partner is enrolled into the system, let's say, for instance, I sponsor Miss Nina Moore into the business, but I also have a senior partner named Mr. Jared Wilkins. Well, what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, anytime you sponsor a new business partner, a lifeline call is when you're able to get your senior business partner on the phone with your new partner. Remember, especially if you're running for your goal of Emerald, you're running for your goal of Ruby Consultant, right? And you're just not really going into leadership development. So I recommend that you do a lifeline with your new partner and put them directly on the phone with your senior coach, whoever you're working with personally. Here's why that's important. The moment you put us on the phone with your new partner, then we're going to make sure and identify what their need is. See, you may not understand how to answer the questions the way Miss Nina Moore is talking about, ladies and gentlemen, but when you put your senior partner on the phone, we're going to understand what their needs are. We're going to understand what triggers them because we've been in the profession for a while. And so then we're going to make sure that they schedule their launch meeting. What's the least busiest day of the week for them? And we help them schedule that launch presentation. You see, I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, things are going to be different from this point on. The way that we're doing business today with a lot of the Zoom presentations, we're not able to go into someone's home right now and do our sips and samples. So we're going to have to do it based on your ability to schedule a launch party, okay? So being able to connect your new partner with your senior coach, with your senior partner, right, which is a lifeline, now you sit back and listen to the questions that a Miss Nina Moore is going to ask your new partner. Listen to the questions that myself, Mr. Wilkins, we're going to ask your new partners to help them get into what we call income producing mode, income producing activities, okay? So with that being said, Mr. Wilkins, I hope that's what you wanted, sir. I want to throw it right back over to you, partner.
Yeah, Kathy Porter asked, Tracy, can we get the intro Mr. Fisher just shared? I don't know what intro she's talking about specifically, but Kathy, let us know so we can get that to you because we certainly want you to have it. But yeah, you hit it on the nail. I think, go ahead, Tracy.
If she's talking about the edification script, what can we say to edify? Absolutely. If you give me just a minute, I'm going to forward that over to Miss Nina Moore. That way you'll have the basics of what do I need to do to edify a senior partner? What do I need to say about that person? And there's going to be certain bullet points that you want to hit every time you go into edifying whoever you're working personally with. But don't ever say this, guys. Listen to me closely. whenever you're putting a prospect on the phone with Miss Nina Moore or Mr. Perry Beasley or some of the other diamond leaders or even a Ruby leader, listen to me. We just had a brand new Ruby out of Ohio, Miss Jerisha, right? And so guess what? I don't want to call her Jerisha. See, if I'm working on her team, then I want to identify her as Ms. Moore. Does that make sense, guys? I want to identify her as her last name and the prospect by their first name. That is going to build up the respect level for your senior business partner. Now they can move your person to action. So just give us a minute. We're going to make sure that you guys get the script on that, and I'll forward it right over to our senior partners.
Thank you so much. Somebody asked what to find the 24-hour presentation. The one we're talking about is Vision Carrier, okay, visioncarrier.com. I just put it in the chat. It's basically, it's a presentation site. It's 2 videos on there. You've got the 6-minute overview of the company, products, concept, all of those things, history of the company. Second video is an 8-minute video that explains the compensation plan. And below the 2 videos is a PowerPoint for people that want to read through information. It's all on there. So that's a very clean site that we use to expose a person to the product and opportunity. So, you know, the name of the game is piquing a person's interest, letting them see a presentation, and then doing a 3-way call, okay? Pique their interest, presentation, let them see a presentation, and then we do a 3-way call. So any other questions in the chat, let me know. A couple of things I want to cover as well. I know Nina and I, we were talking about this earlier today via text about the opportunity presentations going on. Many of you, you know, I'm sporadic when it comes to presentations, and let me tell you why. I don't ever want you to treat me commonly in terms of presentations. I don't want you to think, oh, I'll just get Jared. No, you won't. No, you just don't, okay? I'll do presentations when there's a high demand and you're ready to roll. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not doing presentations every single day. I am. Every single day, we've been launching new teams. But as a group, as an organization, it's just a philosophy thing. It doesn't mean I'm right and somebody else is wrong. I just want to explain that because it's, you know, it's, oh, Jared, when we doing, guys, we got visioncarrier.com, okay, presentations. You got itworksfromhome.com presentations. You got Nina Moore and that incredible team. They're doing presentations. I know Tracy Fisher, them are doing presentations. Many of your diamonds and above are doing presentations. So I don't want you to think because if you don't get a message from Jared Wilkins or Jared Wilkins is not, oh, they're no present. No, that's the furthest thing from the truth. There are presentations going on every single day, but here's the critical question. When are you giving a presentation? Okay. When are you doing your first presentation? Oh, I'm not a good speaker. Okay. That's not required. Can you point and click? Can you send somebody to guys? I'm telling you, you can literally put yourself in a position where you go to the website, visioncarrier.com, and you pull and just read it to somebody or read it to a group of people, whatever it is. Here's what I learned a long time ago. You don't have a business until you're showing the plan or giving the presentation at least 4 times a week. Until you're giving the presentation at least 4 times a week, you are a part of your uplines business, okay? When you have a business, you're showing the plan. So start off with one-on-ones over Zoom or whatever it is, okay? Now, remember, we're talking tonight, the whole conversation tonight, the mastermind about tonight is really our onboarding process. Like I said, we're doing a fantastic job with enrollments, and I know it's just going to continue to scale. One of the things that I would highly suggest and strongly recommend we do is charting. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, you want to keep in front of you what you want inside of you. You've got to start charting. You've got to start writing it out, and you've got to be looking at it, ladies. I recommend you do this every single day, looking at your business. Those of us that use the calendar system, I promise you, if you look at I've got my legs drawn out. I've got it all. I've got my thing mapped out completely. I've got it charted out, just like we're talking about here, okay? And I look at this every single day. And I'm looking, okay, all right, okay, where's this person? If I'm putting together a goal to become a Ruby, right? Or if I'm putting together, my goal is to become a Ruby producing organization, because everything is predicated on rubies. if you want to matriculate through the comp plan to emerald and diamond and above, and you want to be in what I call edifiable structure, that's what Nina was talking about. Because here's the reality: some people, you get to the pin, but you don't have that income. Why? Because maybe you're looking for someone else to create the structure for you. Okay. And this is not a conversation of that, but I just want you to think through your business, whereby when you have the proper structure, you don't just hit the rank, you get the bank. Okay. I don't want you to be a hollow ruby or a hollow emerald. You want to be hitting that thing and requalifying that position as often as possible, because you've got edifiable structure. So remember, the key to the three-way calls, you're going to earn while you learn. Okay, that's another great comment, Jennifer Nivens. We're talking about, you can start the watch party by share under the video. There will be an option to share the watch party. Now, here's something I want to challenge you guys to do. You know, in church, and I know, you know, we've got so many people here that are spiritual, and you go to church, and some of you don't, but I just want you to get concept here. I used to hear this a long time ago. Don't just read the Bible when you come to Wednesday Bible study and Sunday morning worship. Some of you, you're only getting training on Monday or daily. You ought to be in daily, I promise you. If you, and this always baffles me, when people think the mentor or the coach is supposed to be the one calling you. We have what you want when it comes to the business. Now, I know the ego, oh, well, I'm not talking about your marriage, okay? We're not talking about no, I'm talking about the business. Your coach has the results that you want in the business. They should not be calling you. Ladies and gentlemen, you should be calling them. You'll find out about the watch parties. You will find out about, okay, how do I enroll? See, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. What do I mean by that? The one that's calling, the one that's on the phone, the one that's texting, the one that's reaching out. I promise you, you've got some of the best in terms of servant leaders that want to develop you. They want you to succeed, but you've got to be calling. If you're going, here's one of the red flags. If your objective this month is to rank up to Ruby or above, and you're going a day or 2 days without talking to your coach, no, you're missing it. Because every single day, something is happening in the business. Every single day, there ought to be some type of conversation, collaboration taking place every single day. There's an adjustment that needs to be made. Okay, did you do a watch party? Okay, you did. Okay, have we done a three-way call? Lifelines. You know, when a new person joins the business, I lifeline that person to somebody else. Even me, I lifeline them. Why? Because I'm not going to, I cannot give a person all that they need. Write that down. You can't give a person all that they need. You ever heard the term, it takes teamwork to make the dream work? That's the purpose of a lifeline. The purpose of the lifeline is to solidify that person's decision to not only just enroll in the business, but engage in income producing activities. So my lifelines, when I enroll a new distributor, I'm introducing them to my coach. I'm introducing them to somebody in my upline, 2 to 3 people in my upline, so that person can share their story. That person can edify me as a great business partner, as a great decision. And watch this, we can set up the next step. When a person gets enrolled, okay, now we got to get you your 6 loyal customers. Okay, and here's what I would recommend as well. Don't become network marketing weirdos. Oh, I don't know what to do. How do I talk? What do you mean, how do you talk to somebody? Let's start with hello. Okay, I'm being a little facetious there, but ladies and gentlemen, it's a conversation. There's no secret trick to this, but the more you hang around it, the more you're listening, the more you're connected, I promise you, you will learn more in a day talking with your coach and your coaches every single day than you will on a training, even a phenomenal mastermind like this, because this information is so vital, but I'm telling you, bite sizes every single day for us to break it down, explain it, where it's compartmentalized, and most importantly, you're applying it and duplicating it. So any other things we want to add to this, Nina Moore, Tracy Fisher, any of the other diamonds want to come on, diamonds and above, want to come on, add to this as we get ready to close out. I know we're at the top of the hour. Any other diamonds and above, just raise your hand. We'll unmute you. I've got you unmuted, Nina. Of course, we've got Tracy and Kay Fisher. We've got you guys unmuted as well. But if you're a diamond or above and you want to have some comments on here, we'd love to hear from you as well.
I'm finding that most people talk to their mentor or coach, whatever you want to call that person. They talk to that person when they're saying, oh, I want to go for diamond. Oh, I want to go for ruby. Oh, I want to go for emerald, right? They have all this fire. I'm in it, this go. I'm for real. I'm running. My head is down. Ain't none gonna stop me. I'm going diamond or whatever the case, whatever rank. And then you don't hear nothing else from them after that call. And I find that it's because then they stop, they say it, it's like the hype of, it's kind of like I was talking on a training the other day about the process versus the prize. Are we going for the banner? Are we running for the bonus? Are we growing through the process? And the fact of the matter is, a person that's like, I talk to Sean Tyrone Bell talks to me every day because Sean Tyrone Bell is actively running for diamond. I'm not calling Sean. Sean is like, hey, I put this, what do I need to do with this loyal? What do I need to do with this? Who needs to do, and I'm like, okay, we got to, we need to see these other people get their 3 reps. We got to see this happen. Let's do another launch call. Let's do another. And so those launch calls go in place, not because I just want to be on a call all day, every day, but because we're launching new business partners that are coming out of the gate to make movement. It's not about just telling your mentor, oh, I'm going diamond. I'm ready to go diamond. And what is that? Are you waiting for us to put the structure there? No. If you say you're going for diamond, then we should be able to now see it in your activity. What are you doing? And then you're telling us what you're doing. You're checking in. Well, hey, I put this person in. This is what I need to do. And and I get it. Not every day is going to be a day that we produce the way we desire to. But the one thing we've got to learn to do is we celebrate our victories for like 30 seconds, right? No, we do give you like 10 hours while you sleep on closeout night, right? After when you go to sleep, about 6 hours, then you wake up, boom, you celebrate it. Have yourself a cup of skinny brew with whipped cream and cinnamon, celebrate, right? But we've got to console the temporary defeat because maybe we didn't close out the way we wanted to. Maybe somebody didn't hit the rank they wanted to. Console it, get it over and done with. Then we got to set the goal. Now here's the deal. In setting the goal, not just I want diamond this month. No, what's your daily goal? What is your weekly goal? What's your monthly goal? What's your enrollment goal? What's your financial goal? How much do you want to be earning a day in sample money? How much do you want to be earning a week in fast start bonuses? So then you got to now measure your activity with your desire, not your sponsors. What is measure your activity? How much TV did you watch today? How many people did you versus how many people did you call today? How many lives did you do today? Right? Versus how many gossip phone calls you had today. Like what you got to measure what's taking place in your organization. And then you got to say, well, who am I running with? So if you know you're going to diamond, really, who's your emerald? Tell me, who's your emerald? Who's your ruby? Who's your qualified leg? Have you even worked on that? Qualified leg should be done right now. 400 volume, you get that done early in the week. Bye, done. Early in the month, done. So that you don't, at the end of the month, you're not sitting there like, oh my God, I need to qualify this leg. It's closeout night, right? Get it done. And then we force the calendar. What does that mean? Force the calendar with your follow-ups. Force the calendar with your virtual parties. Force the calendar. We can't be in people's houses, but you can surely set up an event on Facebook and have a party, right? Inviting people to the calls. How many people did you invite to calls that you know are taking place? So now measure your activity aside from your goals. And then have you done things like downloaded the sample app, the It Works sample app? Most people haven't even downloaded the sample app. They haven't downloaded It Works Connect. They haven't logged into their eSuite, but I want to earn $30,000 a month. We know that we can't get you to $30,000 a month until you've done the fundamental things like logged into your eSuite. Like click the little text bar, like set your 80 BV auto ship or higher, right? Like gotten your 6 loyal customers. Like you shouldn't, oh, are we, what day is training? Monday, right? What day are the calls? Leaders show up. They show up and they show out, and they don't have to be asked. There's not certain, we know a leader when we see it. We know when someone's ready for leadership by their behavior that they display. All right, so right back to you.
Mr. Wilkins, we look like we have a hand raised too. I think our brand new Ruby consultant, Ms. Linda McCollough, seemed like you got your hand raised up, Ms. Linda. So I'm not sure, Mr. Wilkins, if you can find her in the queue.
Yeah, I got her.
You have her, sir?
Linda, you're gonna have to unmute yourself on your end if you've got a question here, but you're unmuted on our end. You're gonna have, there you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was away from earlier. It was stuck out there, but hello again to everyone.
Hello, Ms.
I don't have any questions right now.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead. Any other diamonds or above closing comments, remarks here? Anything you want to add on? I know we've talked high level about a lot of different things. Diamonds, I've got you unmuted. You're going to have to unmute yourself on your end. Go ahead.
Hey, Mr. Wilkins, can you hear me?
Go ahead, Mr. Perry Beasley. Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much for this outstanding training. You and Ms. Moore are simply the best, okay? And one thing what I could appreciate, what you mentioned earlier, is just having that mindset to just slow down, because I'm basically I'm a recruiter, okay? But, you know, I had to come to grips with that. This is a customer acquisition company, okay? So there's like a different set of speed, a different gear. You know, I had to slow down because, you know, anytime you're making a change or a turn, you got to slow down. You don't want to hit that curve speed. So I had to slow down and quit passing up customers, okay? Because we don't realize how many times we pass up customers, and customers are loyal, okay? Distributors, well, they're distributors, but customers are loyal. They're going to be with you. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, we say we look for reds, people in position of influence, greens, people that are go-getters and everything. And man, I have countless lists of people that I tried to recruit. But then if you go back and look at it, I didn't even ask them to be a customer. You know? And you know, now it's kind of like you go all out trying to recruit them, and it's kind of hard to try to go back now after they done said, well, no, this is not for me. Then go back and try to recruit them as a customer then. When I could have went ahead at initial encounters, went ahead and asked them, you know, just be a customer, just be a customer. Where would I be now? Okay. How many times, you know, that we don't mention it, you know, requesting people to be our customers, you know, and, you know, customers are loyal, and, you know, man, I just think about, then you hurt yourself when you don't teach it, because that error duplicates itself. So, you know, there's some numbers there too that you didn't retrieve, okay, by not teaching it properly, you know, because I'm recruiters, you know, but this company, like you say, is about volume, okay? And you look back, I look back, and all my distributors aren't doing anything. They cancel, some of them may cancel the auto ship, but if I'd have got them as customers, where would we be right now? So I thought that was really a key point you mentioned. It hit home to me by just changing your mindset, you know, developing relationships, talking to people and everything like that. So I can definitely concur and relate to that, Mr. Wilkins. So I just want to touch on that, because that's one of the holes in the bucket, you know, that we got to stop. And if we don't, you know, for the new people, if you just posture yourself along the lines of, you know, customer acquisition, you won't make that mistake, okay? But, you know, we have type abilities to go back and correct and rectify things, and, you know, make up for the gaps or the correcting situations and what have you. Thank you very much, Mr. Wilkins.
Absolutely, appreciate you, and you're absolutely right. It is a customer acquisition business, and once you get used to that, I promise you, set a goal. Set a goal a day. How many new customers am I going to enroll? I've got my goal set. I'm enrolling me a new loyal every single day. So I set my goal. Actually, I set this goal last month, enrolling 100 loyal. Now, I'm not saying you should do this. Whatever your goal is, your goal may be 100 loyal customers, over the next 90 days. It may be 100 loyal customers over the next, 6 months, whatever it is, okay? But set that goal. You set the goal. I was doing a 3-way call today and for a lady that was on a opportunity Zoom we did. I told you I do presentations every day. And the question she asked was, are people going to be joining? Okay, are people joining a home-based business right now? And I told her I completely understand, because when the COVID-19 just hit, I was uncertain, like a lot of people, like, man, where does this put us? We were coming out of conference, numbers are going up, just announced the reload bonus. Many of you qualified for the reload bonuses and the more bonuses and all of those types of things. I was like, man, what's going to happen? And ladies and gentlemen, more so than ever before right now, people are looking. I promise you. Do you know our numbers as an organization have doubled in the last 90 days? You ought to celebrate that. As an organization, our team has doubled in the last 90 days in terms of production. That means your incomes are doubling. That means there's increase in the organization. And what I could attest to that are the 2 conversations people are having more often than not right now. The first is, how do I make some money? I mean, 10 million plus people filed for unemployment last week. Those are the ones that could file. Okay, the systems are clogged up. So there are people right now looking for ways. Some of them are being proactive, okay, meaning that they've got some income, they've got a little savings or what have you, but they're being proactive. And so I don't want you to think, oh, it's people are at desperate measures. Not everybody is in a desperate position financially. There are a lot of people that are at least open right now, and this is the best time to be having something to present. That's what we're saying. Share the watch parties, do the presentations, make the calls, put up the posts, because people are looking. I'm watching people join companies, and I'm like, oh my God, I talked to you 2 years ago. I talked to you 3 years ago, and you looked at me like I was stupid. Now you calling me, asking me questions because the person you signed up with ain't got the time of day. Well, hell, they making 200 grand a month. I wouldn't be answering your call either. Okay, but that's a whole different topic. I'm just, guys, listen to me.
Can I share something as well? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we don't really understand the power of what we've been given, not just with the pick 2. We're not a hand sanitizer company, so please hear me out when I'm saying this, right? People may not even understand, why the heck do we have hand sanitizer? It is a lead in. So here's the deal. We have to be able to utilize that to open the door. That's all that does, is it opens the door. And instead of, well, it don't have no alcohol, learn the facts, because what's in it is stronger than if you had some alcohol, and it's not going to dry your skin out. And for people there are some people that are allergic to alcohol, right? And so we've got an opportunity now where there is a company, I won't say the name of it, but that company is a network marketing company that starts with an M, ends in an A, right? So that takes away it being Mary Cat, right? So there's a company, Mr. Wilkins, that starts with an M, it ends in an A, and they have like these cleaning products and stuff. They don't even have hand sanitizer, all right? So they don't have it. I'm telling you, they don't have hand sanitizer. So here's the deal. Because we now have hand sanitizer, it's a lead in to get your customers in, because you can lead in by saying, hey, has anybody been looking for hand sanitizer? Right? Those people have to buy. Look, that hand sanitizer got to be too loyal to put in orders, right? It's a lead in. And I'm telling you, it is no BV for us, but this is the time, because we are going to be reaping, that this is our way to give back without it costing us anything. That we're providing a need. So for all of you that are not out there posting about hand sanitizer because you thought it was ridiculous, guess what? I'm going to keep posting it. And if you don't want to, let me come on your page and I'll go on and promote on your page about my hand sanitizer, because it is a lead in. Utilize it for what it's worth. We're serving a need to the masses anyway, helping people to keep safe, but then it makes them look at our products and then they'll go for the pick 2.
All right, so I will be stealing your stories. like I do everybody else's.
That's right.
And I'll be posting those. I look so good posting on stories. People are like, man, you're a marketing professional. And I'm like, child, that's copy and paste. All right. Anybody else real quick? Any diamonds? Jennifer Nivens, we want to hear from you. Go ahead.
What about the new kits, Mr. Wilkins, with the 10 samples? Ms. Jennifer, can you talk about those new kits with the 10 samples? How important is that right now?
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Wilkins. So yes, the 10 samples, guys. Okay, so whenever a new distributor joined, as of like last week, they got the 3 online credits from your sample app, and then they got 4 mailed to them. Well, now everybody's quarantined, stay at home, so it made we couldn't mail them out anyway, right? Now, not only are they not getting 7, they are getting 10 credits on their sample app. How much do we sell these credits for, guys? $20. We don't do 15, we do 20. On Fridays, I do a $5 discount and do 15, but $20. They join for how much? $99. They get 10 credits to their sample app. You flip that, that's $200. Mr. Tracy Fisher is holding up what the sample packs look like. You get 7 of those credited to your sample app. It Works sample app. All you need is their name, email address, shipping, and phone number. And you click send sample, have them cash app it however you want it, and boom, when you get the money, you send it to them. They are able to join for $99, earn $200 off of the coffee samples, get 6 customers in 30 days, and get what? $50 cash. They've never done that before, where you get $50 cash, the distributor, not talking about fast starts, but the new distributor. That's why you want to push them to get their first 6 customers in 30 days. Break it down to say 2 a week. I'm going to challenge you to find your first 2 customers by Sunday night. And then, okay, good job. We're going to do the next 2. Break it down, but whenever you break down the numbers and say, guys, it's $99 to join this business, you get $200 in profit, and we're giving you $50 just to sign up again, just to sign up from off of those 6 customers. So that right there is huge. And so somebody asked, what's the first thing you need to focus on when joining? Is your 6 customers. 6 customers in 30 days, run to that. And whenever you enroll distributors, you tell them, we're going to get your 6 customers. That's what they need to focus on first, is getting their 6 customers, getting their own personal volume. Yes, 24 to 48 hours. It does not, especially now, I've challenged, I know my team and I, we are all getting 6 customers between now and the 12th each. Because of this pick 2 for $49, there is absolutely no reason, no excuse why everybody should not have at least 3 customers on the pick 2. Whenever you break down the price, your post could be something as simple as Lash and Brow retails for $108. My VIP price is $63. Right now, you can get 2 for $49. When you break down the numbers, people are like, oh, well, yeah, I need that now. Break down the numbers. You do not have to be amazing with wording, with posting. Some people just need to see the numbers and how much savings they are actually getting in the drawing. And yes, and we get drawing $50 to $500, and they're doing 50 of them. For every loyal customer you get, it gets you an entry into the cash giveaway that the company is giving you just for doing what we are already doing, getting loyal customers. But that pick 2 for $49, guys, that they can remain on their auto ship for life, it's a game changer. So you should be talking in your stories, posting in your stories every single day, posting on your page every single day, I'm going live every single day. Need more? I go live in my stories. I know, but you guys, it's all about exposure and consistency. Okay, exposure and consistency. Everybody knows Jennifer is doing her coffee and her celery in her stories. I do a poll and I get somebody. I get so many leads because they see me using my product consistently in my stories. And you can't say, well, I just posted about the coffee yesterday. And maybe 30% of your following may have seen that. The same people who viewed your stuff yesterday may not have viewed it today. So you need to post every single day about this pick 2 for $49 special. I put a follow-up message in the chat. hey, I know January wasn't a good time for you. I know you wanted the Thermofite X. I'm actually glad that you held off because we have a new deal that they have never done before where you can actually get 2 for $49. Do you want me to go ahead and get you in? Because I only have 2 spots left that I can get in at that deal. Duh, they wanted the TFX, which is clinically proven to help people lose that weight. You make it as if they're going to miss out. I only have 2 at that deal. Do you want to let me go ahead and get you in? Because I knew we talked about it before. And so everybody that you have followed up with about the coffee, the tea, the hair vitamins, and whatever else is on that list, you need to be following up. And another thing that I want to make mention of for people who are new, when you're like, okay, this is just a lot of information. Every single day, especially whenever I join YouTube, It Works has 11,000 YouTube videos on how to work your business. I watched a video every single day on my way to work when I used to work. I knew how to do my first party as if I have been doing them for years because I watched how to do a presentation every single day on my way to work. Listen on how you do not need to wait, as Mr. Wilkins said, you don't need to wait for your leader to do something, to host something. If you are really, truly wanting to go diamond, wanting to go presidential, wanting to go ambassador, you should be intentional in doing it yourself. Not just that, but we have already the system and the tools on the sites and on the pages, but YouTube University, go on there. If you want to look up anything about the It Works business and how to invite, how to do a presentation about the products, if you want to know product information, myitworksproductcoach.com has all of the product knowledge on that site, myitworksproductcoach.com. I only talk about 4 or 5 products, and those 4 or 5 products are my top sellers. So you don't have to be a professional in all 50 of them. Choose your top 4 or 5 that relates to you and your community and go off of that. So that's all I have. Thank you, Mr. Wilkins.
You know, Jennifer, there were a couple of questions that came in because you shared a lot of great value. And guys, I hope you guys are really taking notes. If you're not in the chats reading some of these comments and questions, I highly recommend you. It's going down in the DM right now, okay? But you know, talk about that whole process, because I think people are trying to wrap their mind around the concept of 10 digital samples, how to sell it. They're asking, okay, what Cash App, you know, not only Cash App, but PayPal. What does that look like? Can you walk me through just one example of doing that?
Yes, and so if I'm doing something in my stories or on my page about who likes coffee and wants to, you know, lose weight or anything like that, and someone's interested in the Skinny Brew, of course, I'm always leading with the opportunity. If not the opportunity, then loyal customer. If not loyal customer, then I'm breaking it down to the sample program. Well, I can actually allow you to try it for $20, which covers shipping and everything, where you can do a 3-day trial just to see how you like it before we move you into the VIP program. And so it's just $20. Do you want to go ahead and get that? Okay, when they say yes, yes. Okay, do you have Cash App or Venmo, whatever money exchange you guys have? Facebook, you can even exchange money on. And so mine is usually Cash App or Venmo. So I asked them which one do they have, and most of them say Cash App. I say, here's my Cash App. I say, all I need from you is your name, email address, phone number, and shipping address. The It Works sample app, if you open it up, everybody download it. If you open it up, it says send sample on it. If you tap send sample on the app, it's going to say how many purchase credits you have. All right, right now I have 3 left. And so if you're just joining, you're going to have 10, okay? Or maybe if you joined just recently, you have 3 now because 4 were mailed to you. You just tap send sample. Whenever you click send sample, it's asking you to put their name, email address, phone number. And so I say, what I need from you is your name, email address, phone number, and home address. Okay, send that to me. Here's my Cash App, and I can go ahead and send it out because I'm actually shipping my orders out today. We're not shipping it, okay? The corporate is shipping it, but I need their information now so that they don't think they're gonna miss me shipping out my samples today. But I'm saying, if you go ahead and give it to me now, I'm actually going ahead and doing my next shipment. I can go ahead and put you in this one. So go ahead and send me this information. And so, boom, they just sent me the cash. I don't send them that sample through the app until that cha-ching comes up on my phone. And when I get that cha-ching and then I put their information in, it says first name, last name, phone number, email address, all of that. It's right there. It's simple. And then I put that in and it clicks send sample. send sample one of your credits, it's going to go from 3 to 2. And what is it? It works from the warehouse. They mailed out that sample that Tracy Fisher and was just on the screen. They mailed out that 3-day packet to your person who just sent you $20. Absolutely no packaging, no work from you. Like, you were literally able to make quick money, fast money right now, just off of these credits. And so all new distributors, they get 10 of those downloaded to their phone. So people can right now join for $0. Whenever we put up a post and it says sample ship, Miss Nina is posting, has it on her screen. Once you have that, put all the information in, click send sample, and then it's going to put up sample ship or awaiting shipment on your phone. Okay. And so whenever, yes, you are leaving money on the table. Stop paying. Alexander, absolutely not, brother. My brother, I don't send a sample until I get that $20. On Fridays, I do a $5. Hey, it's $5. I'm doing $5 off of my sample, and then I do 15. But people are paying $20 for this 3-day trial pack. Okay, no samples for free. Get your samples, cha-ching, and then you ship it out. But you can actually word it to say, if you have been interested in joining my home-based business but did not have the $99, you know, and would be interested in joining for free or would like to join for free, you know, all of that. Because the credits hit instantly to your account, they can get all of the $20 or at least $99 of it to transfer to their account and join. And because whenever they use that, it's instantly showing up on their app. So they can go ahead and start automatically shipping it out to those people that they pre-sold the coffees to, okay? And you can put up a post about, you can give them a simple post, who likes to drink coffee and would like to lose weight. They can post that, pre-sell about 5 of them, get their $125 because it'll cover, you know, tax and shipping and all of that. And they can go ahead and join the business. I know who's serious about becoming a distributor if they can go out and pre-sell those skinny coffees. Okay. And so, for those who are pitter-pattern around it, I will take you as a loyal customer and use that volume. But yes, it's a simple, It Works Sample is the name of the app. Everybody should have that downloaded. It Works Sample app. And then you post about the samples. I know good girlfriend Whitney Gupton is on. Like, she has a goal to make $200 a day just off of samples. There's and she may be a presidential ambassador, I can't remember. She has a goal to do $400 to cover her car payment. Alina Conley made $1,300 just last month off of coffee samples. This money with the coffee samples, it's real and it's genius and it's so simple. So yes, I hope I answered your question.
And we get volume from people buying more credits now.
You get volume from credits. 10 BV for 5 credits, guys, that you can move anywhere in your organization. Absolutely.
Well, there you have it. For those of y'all that went in with us and stayed overtime, look at all this value. I see the chat lit up. If that helped you out, put it in the chat. I'm ready. Just put I'm ready. You ought to be sampling your way to success. Remember, we always talk about, we're not in the sales-based business. We are in a sample-based business. And Nina laughs all the time when I give this analogy that you go into a mall. You know, remember when they used to let us out the house? But you go into a mall and go to the food court in the mall, okay? You go to the food court and you'll see that young lady, that young man with that little tray. How many know what I'm talking about, right? You see that person with that tray, and on the tray they got some type of meat, okay? So we don't know what type of meat it is. You don't know. You don't know if it's non-GMO. Come on. You don't know if it's Angus beef. You don't know the chef that prepared it. You don't know if it was broiled, baked, fried. You don't know. It just got a toothpick in the meat. Come on, it's at the grocery stores as well. And you go right by there and you pick up that little sample, don't you? And put it in. You didn't pray over it, nothing. You just put it in your mouth. You ate it. And guess what you find yourself doing? You find yourself in the line placing an order. That's our model. That's our business model. It's not, let's go sell. No. It is sample. And Alex, I promise you, I'll let Jennifer hit it on the nail. I don't send out samples for free anymore. I don't. You know why? Because these folk be hitting me with, oh, I didn't get, yes, it says shipped. I mean, you gave me your address. It confirmed your address. You got, so you know what, I had, oh yeah, you want to, yes, go ahead and cash app me. Or cash app Portia. Portia won't set me up a cash app. Cash app Portia, and we will send it out. We'll send it out to you, okay? All right, any other dimes on the boat? We're right at an hour and a half on the call, but I promise you, this last 30, y'all ain't doing, what you doing? You ain't doing that, you learning. You ought to be on your cell phone.
We're quarantining. We're quarantining.
Yeah, we're quarantine training right now. So, I mean, if you want to go implement this stuff, you can implement it on your phone right now while we're talking. This is I told you, it's a mastermind session, so we're working while we're listening. So any other diamonds or above on here that want to add anything to the training? I know Stephanie Allen, how many customers, loyal customers, did you enroll in March, Stephanie? Stephanie, you're going to have to unmute yourself on your end, I believe, because you're unmuted on our end. But any other diamonds and above, real quick here that want to say something, add to the training.
Yes, sir. I enrolled 31 and 2 new on yesterday.
Wow. So what are you doing? Give us just, some of your best practices. Because, right now, I'm telling you, I don't want to say that. I was going to say I don't want any more distributors. That would be a lie. We just want more customers, okay? We want, for every new distributor, we want 10 customers, okay? So talk to us about what you're doing to enroll these customers. Like, are you making phone calls? What are you saying? Are you texting? Are you inboxing? Are you putting it? What are you doing? 31 new, that's a customer a day, right?
Yes.
Talk to us, please.
Actually, I'm just calling. Look, I have this little saying about smiling and dialing, and I call Mr. Fisher like every day. I probably call him more than his wife does. She's always right there, but I'm always on the phone with him. But it's so exciting when you get new customers, because customers are just they're easy to enroll. And once someone likes something, they like it, and our products work. They actually speak for themselves. So I'm just really sharing a lot of the products. And then Braden wants you all to see him. He keeps asking me, how long am I going to be on the phone?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Braden.
Anyway, but no, I make my list. I add to my list every single day, and I'll put a check mark. I have 3 categories, and I put a check mark if I call them and they don't answer. I'll call them back later that evening, because they're not supposed to be out anyway, but they are. And so anyway, but I'll call them and just go over our products with them. And all of my customers that have gotten their products, they started calling me today and reaching out. Hey, I got my products. They're excited. And so you just have to really follow up with them and let them know that you didn't just sell them something and leave them by the wayside. And I'm excited because while I was on the call tonight, I met one of my old sister-in-laws. Although my former husband passed away, Ava's carrier and our sister-in-laws. And so I was so excited when I saw her name. I just inboxed her. I was like, are you in It Works? And she says, yes. And so, hi, Avis. Welcome to the family. But I got a referral from another customer yesterday, so I called them. And one thing about it is, whenever someone contacts you, don't procrastinate. Put them in the system right away. Don't give someone else a chance to talk them out of supporting you or trying the products, because if you don't jump on, put them in there right away, I mean, anything can happen. So just like I say, just contact them, call them, and sometimes it's easier to call people. Don't just text them or let them know that you're really thinking about them. So call them and make start a conversation, and just open your mouth and just let them know. I mean, I'm not afraid to talk to anyone. I don't care if they say no. I'll just call them again until they tell me not to. So back to you, Mr. Wilkins.
Awesome. Appreciate you. And so guys, based on what I'm hearing, making phone calls still works. Okay. That's still a viable solution. I know we leverage social media, and me, I'm your boy. I leverage social now. Matter of fact, when we get off this, I'm going live. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Nina, talk to the people are asking. Okay, you telling people go live, right? What are they going live and saying? What should I say? I'm not a great speaker. I'm not a great orator. You talking about going live? Do I need to have a setup, camera crew, makeup crew? What do I need to do?
No, you need to actually be yourself. And so the first thing that I teach people when they're going live is, if you're nervous and you're not a person that goes live often, then you need to go live and say, I am so nervous. I don't even know why I'm nervous. I can't even see y'all, but I'm nervous. And when you say that you're nervous, what it does is it gives you grace to mess up. Your first live should not be a very long live. It should be like maybe maybe 3 minutes, if that long, because your first 60 seconds. And here's another thing. Please stop waiting and wait. I'm gonna wait till people get on here. No, just because they can go back and watch the beginning, right? And so most of the content that I talk about on my lives comes from my personal development. I know I just cussed. I know I did. But even there are times I'm not a TV watcher, but my family watches TV. So when I'm listening to the TV, right? When I'm listening to the TV, there might be a line you hear. I'm writing it down constantly, daily. I'm what I call jotting and journaling. So I've always got paper somewhere around me, a notebook, something that I'm jotting and journaling in. And there might be one line that you hear, or if I'm listening to Pastor Mike Todd, or I'm listening to a song, and there's something that's reflective in that song that makes me think about where I was before and where I am now, or or whatever. Like I just drank the coffee and I realized it took my appetite away. And how many of you are sitting in the house? See, because here's the deal. If I've got collagen in this glass, right? So let's just say, because being real is going to help you win. People know fake a mile away, right? So let's just say I've got collagen in this glass, and I wanna talk about collagen, but I don't want to talk about collagen. So now I get on and I'm going to talk about, so Saturday, after I finished a very extensive training on Saturday, I had everybody at 6:15. I said, go live. Everybody go live at 6:15. Now, when it's suggested, it is very, very important to do it at that time, because we get massive movement at the same time on social media. Don't go, oh, you know what? I was going to do it, but I'm 3 hours later doing it. Don't do it. If you can't do it at the time, don't do it. Seriously, because there's a reason why we all needed to be on social media at the same time. So now I'm going to get off this training and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I was just on an amazing training, and, I learned some things this evening, about growth and about business. And I realized that, the number one thing that I heard on my call this evening was that, sometimes I just got to pick up the phone. I've been afraid to pick up the phone and call people because I was maybe afraid of somebody not answering my call. The second thing that I've learned this evening was, that I didn't even realize that my business had an amazing sample app. Did you guys know? And I'm drinking collagen. Listen, y'all, this is not wine. This is collagen. I'm drinking collagen because I'm growing my hair, my skin, and my nails. And I mean, gosh knows, we can't get to the nail salon. Y'all see my nail growth. Look at all that nail growth right there. Well, that's what I guess it's from this collagen. So anyway, the third thing that I learned, now you see how I interjected the collagen in the video?
Yes, that's good.
But I'm selling collagen, but I'm not selling collagen.
That's good.
Because I'm talking about a product that I was so stressed out today. Oh my God, these kids, I had to cook, the phones just kept, the dog was acting crazy. Where is my confiance before I've been to cut somebody up in here? I know I got that confiance somewhere, because I'm about to cut somebody with a knife. Because that confiance keep me calm, keep me calmer. So anyway, this morning as I was, trying to make breakfast in the fan, so you see you're interjecting the products in your life, not talking. Now, there are times that you may see me go specifically live, and I will talk about a product specifically. What I want you to understand is normally that's for you all. That's training for the reps, so that the reps understand what the products are, what they do. That's live training. And then what happens is I'll get someone interested in the products from the training. But you'll see me say it's Self-Care Thursday. I'm in the bathroom with the whole skincare set. Do you know that I've sold 3 sets of lash serum since talking about how many lashes have you lost since you've been in quarantine?
Wow.
So make it fun. Some of your things have to be interactive. And then every like, if someone likes my post, I'm on it like flies on poop, because if you like my post, you have given me permission to send you a message. I'm in your inbox. Hey, boo, I saw you. If they're not an It Works rep. Here, we give a task, we do a green light task. And we'll say, go speak to everybody who's got a green light on in their messenger. You don't go message It Works reps, people. Like, think. You go and message the other people. right? So anybody that likes my post that's not an It Works rep, I'm in their inbox. Hey, I see that you've liked my post on my Skinny Brew Coffee. You know, oh my God, right now it's 2 for $49. Would you like me to place your order? See, I'm not asking you any questions. Would you like me to place your order for you? You liked my post and you've been liking my post.
That's right.
So you opened the door for me to be in your inbox. All right, there you go. Boom.
All right. Okay, folks, any final comments, diamonds above? Anything else that we missed? I think we covered a lot of meat. Y'all ought to be full right now. You ought to be digging like an Alabama tick. You ought to be, like an Amtrak train with no brakes and no gears. We ought to be running, okay? So anything else? I think we covered pretty much everything here. Let me just check the comments real quick. Awesome. Okay, I think we got it all set up. All right, so this training will be put on the team training website, thesystemthatpays.com. You can go back to it, watch it, also get it out to your teammates, those that did not make it on to the call for whatever reason tonight. Make sure they see this information, because I'm telling you, there were some jewels dropped after that first 60 minutes that for sure will put some money in your pocket tonight. So thank each and every one of you for being on. Thank you so much to our co-hosts. Those of you that shared gave tremendous value. I will be stealing more of your posts, more of your stories. Thank you so much, all you incredible social media marketers. Thank you. Y'all are making me look real, real good. I'm going to see if Portia allows me to set up Cash App so I can get some more money. All right, y'all. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your dreams. We'll see you. Make sure you're promoting real big for the opportunity calls and sharing those watch parties, okay? All right, guys. Thank you.
Go live tonight with some hand sanitizer.
There you go.
Tonight.
Go live tonight.
Now.
I'm about to go live tonight.
I'm going live. Bye. I'm going live.